Live from the Grenadian capital, this is the GBN television news. GBN, covering you from the Grenadine Island chain to Brooklyn, New York, via the World Wide Web on www.gbn.gd.
The news headlines is brought to you compliments GUT Credit Union.
Imagine having the home of your dreams. Imagine investing in that piece of property you can call your own. Imagine finally doing that home improvement project you've always been thinking about. It's time to stop imagining and start doing. Let the GUT Credit Union help you take the first step with fantastic rates, affordable repayments, and reduced legal fees. Make the move. Get better terms on your mortgage. Use your home equity to make those dreams a reality. Act now. There's really no place like home. GUT Credit Union. It's where you belong.
This is the GBN television news for Friday, July 30th, 2021. I'm Trellona Charles. In the headlines tonight, Prime Minister Dr. Keith Mitchell announces stringent measures to curb growing culture of defiance and lawlessness. Police shut down Moonlight City karaoke session over breach of COVID-19 regulations. $56 million stimulus package confirmed, of which $14 million is allocated for debushing. In our One Caribbean hookup, Antigua and Barbuda's government to subsidize the cost of COVID-19 tests ahead of mandatory testing for unvaccinated frontline workers. And Japan extends the state of emergency and restrictions in Tokyo until the end of next month. And coming up in sports, Kirani James and Melanie Rodney to begin their Olympic campaign over the weekend. Details right after this message.
Get high making money moves with the NLA's new Aces High Scratch game with 4 chances to win. Beat the dealer's card to win the prize shown. Reveal an A symbol. And just like that, you are automatically a winner. Scratch away to win the top prize of $10,000. Win easy with Scratch. Must be 18 or older to play.
Good evening. This is GBN's News at 7. Stringent measures are already becoming a reality to curb what the Prime Minister calls a very disturbing trend in recent weeks of a growing culture of defiance and lawlessness. Commissioner of Police Edwin Martin earlier this week announced a reinforcement of the curfew hours with the return of roadblocks, which is now being compounded by another level enforcement. Prime Minister Dr. Keith Mitchell made those additional protocols known in his address to the nation on Thursday night.
From henceforth, therefore, full vaccination of all patrons and workers will be a requirement for any activity that falls outside of the numbers permitted within the COVID-19 regulations, and for which special permission has and must be sought.
The Prime Minister notes to protect the country's present status, changes are being made as it relates to the permission granted to event organizers and promoters.
This system has worked well for a long time, but there now seems to be a breakdown of authority. Government must therefore reassert its position that protecting the lives of our people is its primary responsibility, while at the same time facilitating some balance with social and economic activities.
Despite the rigorous protocols and enforcement measures at the ports of entry, Prime Minister Dr. Keith Mitchell says the situation can change in a blink of an eye. Dr. Mitchell questioned whether Grenadians would not willingly forsake their freedom to ensure the global pandemic remain at our borders.
But if the situation materializes here, the healthcare team will be forced to choose who lives and who dies. It is not right or fair to place anyone in such serious predicament.
He says applications for activities outside of the regulations will be fairly considered and, if approved, will be properly monitored by health wardens and police.
Enforcement is a necessary part of this process, but there is need for greater responsibility on the part of promoters and event organizers to ensure that they adhere to the stipulated requirements, and on the part of the patrons, greater demonstration of personal responsibility for your own safety.
Cabinet has already made such adjustments in the Chief Medical Officer V. Power to approve or deny fully vaccinated events. I am Gerard Joseph for GBN News.
What are your thoughts on Prime Minister Keith Mitchell's latest national address and his announcement that only fully vaccinated events will be allowed in Grenada going forward? That's the question put before members of the public on Friday evening. To get their views on the matter, here are their responses.
It's not right because we cannot force people to do what they want. But in order to prevent the sickness from spreading, it's good to take the vaccine.
Don't get articulate. Because what I'm saying, they come there forcing to do what they don't want to do. I mean, you cannot talk, to be honest. I don't want to say no, I don't want, but you cannot talk.
I don't find that's good because everybody has a little tension right now. They just want girl to free up any event, any little gathering. Well, yeah, of course we have to be vigilant about the diseases that we have going around in the country, that nobody wants COVID right now. But having fully vaccinated only for events, no. I don't think so. Yeah.
I find you feel better you're taking the vaccine is the same sickness you get. So you don't make no difference. Yeah, you don't make sense because sometimes they're taking the vaccine and they still getting sick. So you don't make no sense. So that's that people go too free and done because you don't make no sense.
Well, I think we should take the vaccine. Yeah, and I'm not against that.
I think the Prime Minister is just trying to get the nation, the Grenadian nation, to actually take the vaccine in a very technical way. So just as how he pressured the hotel workers, saying that they must take the vaccine in order for them to go to work and so on. I mean, come on, man, you got to do better than that, With he stating that here, I don't like the idea of it, but if that's what he sees fit to run the country, then that's our choice because we are the one who put him in there.
I don't think that makes much sense. This is just forcing things on people. Just pure nonsense. I mean, I took the vaccine because I have to go and get surgery though, so, But besides that, you don't force things on people. I don't believe in that. I don't like the idea. If I didn't have to do what I had to do, I would not have been taking the vaccine.
I think it's a better chance of us protecting ourselves and protecting our families. And even though you may hear, there's a lot of talk out there, but I think the best thing for people to do is to do research, investigate. And I also believe that with the COVID-19, once you have the vaccine, even if you contract the COVID-19, you stand a better chance of recovery. Now, especially where we have a lot of influx of visitors coming in, and some of the visitors would have already contracted COVID-19 and gotten over it. You just don't know. You understand? Because this is new to all of us, and I think the best prevention, as old people say, prevention is always better than cure. So you prevent yourself as much as possible, and if that means taking the vaccine, I think everybody should get their vaccine.
Across the island, members of the Royal Grenada Police Force have been cracking down on business owners who have been holding unsanctioned events. Rina Thomas tells us more.
Members of the Royal Grenada Police Force continue to crack down on business owners and events that are unsanctioned and breaches the stipulated COVID-19 protocols across the island. As recent as last Thursday night, one of Grenada's hotspot known as Moonlight City was shut down by police at around 7 p.m. just minutes before starting its weekly karaoke session. Owner of Moonlight City in St. Andrew, Diego Peters, who did not give any comment on camera, acknowledged that the police did shut down the event, but did not disclose why this happened. However, he says that he understands the issues of COVID-19 and its effect on the country and respects the authority of the police. It has been almost 2 years since most promoters around the island have been able to host large events, the business that places food on their tables. For GBN News, I am Rena Thomas reporting.
A major highlight of the address by the Prime Minister on Thursday night was what he alluded to be a massive debushing program. Over $14 million have been allocated for the next 5 to 6 months. We get more in this report.
Unlike the short moments spent on acknowledging that government remains committed to paying the 4% salary increase to public officers, more time was spent on the ongoing debushing program. The Prime Minister says, in addition to incentivizing small business development, government also continues to stimulate direct job creation.
And therefore, over the next 10 fortnights, close to Christmas time, up to Christmas time, more than 3,000 Grenadians will be dispatched to assigned areas across the country to trim overhanging branches and clear roadsides and drains. These workers will be divided into 7-member crews, which will be monitored by a group of over 128 supervisors, each of whom will be assigned 3 crews.
Dr. Mitchell has showed the public that this is no political ploy.
There will be fairness in the distribution of the work among the people. This is our commitment. I have made it clear to party supporters that this is not a party program. This is implemented by the government of Grenada for the benefit of all eligible persons, regardless of the political, religious, or other affiliation.
Other than to make mention that police officers and security forces having agreed to the 7-month retroactive ode, the Prime Minister gave more credence to the debushing program.
I've gone a step further and authorized the creation of a hotline where reports can be made in the event that the true intention of the program is not being followed. If you are aware of instances where fairness is compromised, I encourage you to call 417-6643 to make your report. The issue will be examined, and if proven to be legitimate, the necessary remedial action will be taken.
He also slightly addressed the pension disqualification issue, reiterating that government will accept and respect the judgment delivered by the court. I am Gerard Joseph for GBN News.
This is news at 7. Coming up, $56 million stimulus package confirmed, of which $14 million is allocated for debushing. Stay with us.
Take your shot and get back to your life. Take your shot and get back to your life. Take your shot, take your shot, take your shot, get back to your life. Take your shot, take your shot, take your shot, get back to your life. Take your shot, take your shot, take your shot, get back to your life. Take your shot, take your shot, take your shot, get back to your life.
A message from Republic Bank.
You can win when you top it up, switch it up, sign it up, under love. Easy wins with flow. Easy win, flow. Easy win.
Catch the easy summer vibes with over $70,000 in cash and prizes. Just top up $15 or more. Activate a prepaid plan, switch to Flow, or bundle your home services to get your share of $70,000 in cash, data, Samsung Galaxy devices, shopping vouchers, and more.
You can win when you top it up, switch it up, sign it up, under love. Easy wins with Flow.
Flow terms and conditions apply.
Get ready for the most anticipated event this summer. Wagiti Premium All-Inclusive Fat Tropical Hawaiian The White Edition on Saturday, July 31st from 5 p.m.
Dante Plainfield.
Featuring 2 live bands,
Solid and Octane.
with Grenada's top soca acts,
Looney Sparks and Electrify.
Rockadag. Your DJs Danny and Kevon. Advance tickets $350. Available at gotofat.com.
Or our main office on Grove Street Mall.
Saturday, July 31st. Wagiti Premium All-Inclusive Fat. This is not just a fat, it's an event. Please note all patrons must be fully vaccinated.
It's time to prepare for an A+ this term with back-to-school deals from Quartz. Shop today for laptops, tablets, printers, and more for a chance to win $1,000 cash. Get it now with Quartz Ready Finance and pay nothing for 60 days. Save big with great deals only from Quartz, bringing value home.
Looking for a professional team offering around-the-clock private and confidential nursing, medical care, and aid services? Then look no further. Nurses Care Grenada is a fully certified, insured, and licensed healthcare facility committed to the reduction and eventual elimination of healthcare disparities affecting the nation. Our registered nurses will visit you at your home, assess your condition, and provide the required treatment under the directive of a doctor. So why worry when there's Nurses Care Grenada? Give us a call, 406-3928. Nurses Care, reliable, trusted professionals we can all depend on.
Hubbard's big promotion is back. Live free for 1 year. Spend $50 or more in any Hubbard's department and receive a chance to win big prizes every month. Property or vehicle insurance for 1 year. Free internet, cable, and data for 1 year. Free fuel for 1 year. Free cooking gas for 1 year. Free electricity for 1 year. Free drinks for 1 year. Extra cash account and the big free groceries for 1 year. Promotion runs from April 1st to September 30th, 2021. Live free for 1 year with Hubbard's in association with Solgas, Flow, Grenadian General Insurance, Carib Brewery, Coca-Cola, Grenada Bottling Company, Grenlec, Communal Cooperative Credit Union, Dutch Lady Milk, Promo, Danny, and Supreme. Terms and conditions apply.
Bingo fans! Sunday, August 1st from 6 p.m. The 26th edition of Wagiti Virtual Bingo is on, and you can win big money.
How much? Like $8,000?
Your mother! You can win $10,000 US.
Wow!
And hear this: for 1 week only, tickets are $10 US. Then $12 US after. If you're in Grenada, tickets are available at gotofed.com or from numerous box offices island-wide. If you're playing overseas, tickets are only available at gotofed.com. So, what are you waiting for? Sunday, August 1st, play Wagiti Virtual Bingo. It's the new way to play bingo.
GBN leads, the others follow. This segment is brought to you by Republic Bank.
We're ready. Cricket is big game. Don't not quite the same. We still display our passion, love all over the Caribbean. Can you feel the energy? Team spirit and unity. Feel the soul of the Caribbean. Courage to stand as one. Yeah, yeah. Play it safe. We the best, yeah, the best, we the best, yeah, the best, yeah. With passion, courage, and love, we in this together now.
Republic Bank, official banking partner of CPL 2021.
Welcome back. Boasting of always championing the working class, the NMP administration is seemingly on the cusp of adding another safety net to deal with the continued economic fallout from the COVID-19 pandemic. Prime Minister Dr. Keith Mitchell again confirmed the plans of an economic stimulus package for Grenadians. We get more in this report.
In less than 2 months, another stimulus package will be forthcoming for almost 19,000 Grenadians. This is according to Prime Minister Dr. Keith Mitchell, who confirmed that government is in the advanced stages of preparing a third economic stimulus package. The Prime Minister says an estimated 9,000 Grenadians are expected to benefit directly and 10,000 indirectly.
This $36 million package will be funded through the Caribbean Development Bank under the Inter-American Development Bank, Caribbean Development Bank Global Loan Program and the government of Grenada, Carriacou, and Petite Martinique. This support program is expected to be rolled out in September 2021.
He says the stimulus package will target those most impacted by the pandemic.
Will include, but not limited to, persons in the cultural sector whose livelihood depends almost exclusively on cultural activities. It also will include farmers, agro-processors, caterers, operators of entertainment centers, former cruise ship workers, taxi drivers, water taxi operators, tourist vendors, bus operators, former hotel employees, and liet workers, among others.
Prime Minister Mitchell says the program will be done in addition to other measures being taken by government.
Beneficiaries will receive support ranging from one-off payments to monthly transfers for up to 6 months, based on the category of eligibility.
Cabinet also recently approved more than $12,000 million to support the expansion of existing micro, small and medium enterprises and the creation of new businesses. The Prime Minister says government will inject $2 million for small hoteliers and $5 million for small businesses in other sectors. This will be done through the COVID-19 Support Fund facility at the Grenada Development Bank. I am Gerard Joseph for GBN News.
The impact of COVID-19 on the entertainment industry is felt as business disrupts at a scale and speed that is unprecedented. Many of the services offered by the industry have sharply diminished or even halted, while other services are booming in ways never expected. In all cases, every business, process, product, and consumer segment served by the entertainment industry has been impacted by the onset of this global pandemic in some way. Krista Campbell puts this under the microscope in tonight's GBN Entertainment Report.
The coronavirus pandemic is changing normal business practices for industries around the world. One sector that has been particularly hit hard is the entertainment industry, which relies heavily on live performances to generate revenue. With everyone forced to social distance, isolate, and avoid large gatherings, many entertainment workers have felt a series of knock-on effects. From performers to production assistants, the entire industry is being forced to reinvent itself to make ends meet. Grenadian soca artist Talpree shared the challenging reality of artists on GBN's Rock the Box program.
It's been tough because the entertainment business, I always say most of the artists don't have an everyday job. 99.9% of them don't have a day job. So we have to survive, and it's been rough for the past 2 years. I can, testify to that, and on the behalf of artists also.
Looking on the brighter side, there may be a glimmer of hope for entertainment workers despite the COVID-19 fallout. One of the Caribbean's leading creative industry experts, Dr. Keith Nurse, gave tips that artists can employ to survive the woes of the pandemic.
Artists can generate income from corporate sponsorship, from their social media presence on YouTube and other platforms. For example, in your music video, you could have product placement. So a particular company's product can be displayed, artistically in your music video, and you can generate income from that source.
Meanwhile, Talpree says that he will continue to make music and keep his fans at home and abroad entertained.
We have to keep the people entertained and we have to have fun. So I'm not stopping, I got to keep making the music, and I continue to go out there and do what I have to do, entertain the people.
Krista Campbell, GBN News.
The CIBC First Caribbean International Bank celebrates the 10th anniversary of its annual cancer awareness event, Walk for the Cure. $10,000 EC was presented to the Grenada Cancer Society and $8,000 to the Pink Ribbon Society by the CIBC First Caribbean International Bank. The funds were raised during the bank's Walk for the Cure initiative in 2020. This year, despite the continued challenges brought about by the global pandemic, the bank will celebrate the event's 10th anniversary. The annual cancer awareness event will take place in Grenada and across the bank's 16 regional territories in various forms. Walk manager Deborah Mason said the challenges brought about by COVID-19 means that the bank will have to push the bar and get creative. She said cancer is not taking a time out and neither is the bank. Dr. Sonia Nixon, president of the Grenada Cancer Society, upon receiving the donation from the bank's country manager, Andre Cadogan, said, and I quote, "This past year and the global pandemic shows that we have to work as a collective to be successful. Everyone's resource pool has suffered, and so funds must be used resourcefully and judiciously. Screening for early diagnosis, outreach, and even volunteerism come with a cost. The reality is that we need cash to care. CIBC First Caribbean has remained a faithful partner to us in our endeavors. All great alliances face challenges together and survive." Currently, the Cancer Society is also receiving assistance from St. George's University as they seek to increase the numbers of males being screened for prostate cancer, the leading cancer killer in Grenada. In advance of the event, fundraising is already actively underway, alongside cancer awareness information sharing and physical activities amongst the bank's in-house team. And now we turn our attention to what has been creating a buzz on social media. Let's take a look around the platforms.
This is Social Buzz, where we shine a light on the thoughts and concerns of our online audience. Due to the rising world fuel prices, electricity cost has been pushed to its highest level since March 2020. Grenlec is now encouraging customers to manage their electricity usage.
What has caused the price rises is basically it's the world price of oil, and the price of oil is basically determined by the demand that there is for oil and the supply of oil at that time. Last year, because of COVID, the demand went down and there was a surplus of oil on the market, and so that's why we went down to these historic lows of about 20 cents as our fuel surcharge.
GBN's online audience gave their input. Brian asked, where is the reduction we were promised by the government before they bought back the company? Shirin added, only in Grenada I feel the price rises no matter what. Even when oil price was lower, the price was constantly being raised. Chris commented, can someone please explain what's going on for me? Salaries remain the same, but everything else is going up. Donna wrote, but didn't the Prime Minister and the Minister of Works say on national television that when they repurchase Grenlec, the price of electricity would drop tremendously and that Grenadians would benefit? How is it that now it's the international fuel price and all the time WRB had it? Keith Mitchell waged a hostile crusade to get back Grenlec. Now it's excuses of high fuel prices. And Carol commented, it is simple. The less electricity that you and your household use, the less your bill will be. Adopt practices and behaviors that will help your family in the long run. It's better to be proactive. That's it for tonight's Social Buzz. If you would like to have your thoughts and concerns shared, be sure to comment on GBN's Facebook page.
From the thought process to the visual impact, it's time to take a peek through the GBN ISO lens.
A good eye captures all. GBN ISO is brought to you by Clear Vision.
Life is beautiful if only you can see it. Clear Vision Eye Center helps you do just that. We provide expert service, classy eyewear, and cutting-edge technology, all with a quality customer experience. See better, feel better, and look better. Meet us today at clearvisiongrenada.com or call 444-0055, WhatsApp 409-0055, or follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Clear Vision Eye Center. Let's see life and the world with a clear vision.
If you was naughty as I was as a child, you would know what it means to call someone a manikou bouger. Truth be told, I didn't know what that meant. Well, tonight's GBN I Saw submission is literally a manikou bouger. Tonight's GBN I Saw submission, thanks to Mr. Joseph Andel, is a relative to the manikou. He explained that the manikou bouger may be close to extinction in Grenada. He said it's the first one he has seen in decades, and guess where? Hanging out under his house in Chantemille, St. Patrick. What's lurking in your corner? Send us your photo and video submissions via WhatsApp on 405-3052 or our other social media platforms.
Still ahead, Pearl's Saraka is on tonight. This is News at 7.
It's coming. Something's coming. Listen, something big is happening in Grenada, and it's just what you've been waiting for. The Grenada Movement, TGM the Party, launches on Monday, August 2nd at the Spice Basket in Beaulieu. Doors open at 3 p.m. The event starts at 5 p.m. sharp. You're invited to come out and be entertained, motivated, and empowered as TGM unveils its political platform, a movement to change our future. Come out in your numbers or join us online as together we take Grenada forward. COVID-19 protocols will be in full effect.
Once upon a time, we shopped at Wonderland, then Neverland. But we're all grown up now and no longer believe in fairy tales. So now we just shop at Shoes R Us. At Shoes R Us, we stock the latest in shoes, tops, and jeans for the fashion-conscious lady. We also carry colognes and much, much more. And for the modern trendy male, we have the latest brand-name shoes and sneakers, Converse, Reebok, Nike, K-Swiss, Puma, and much more. So check us out at our two convenient locations, Melville Street in St. George and Ben Jones Street in Granville. At Shoes R Us, we say, come shop with us.
Introducing Color by Sissons. 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 Get ready for the most anticipated event this summer. Waggy Premium All-Inclusive Fest. Tropical Hawaiian. The White Edition. On Saturday, July 31st from 5 p.m.
Tantine Plainfield.
Featuring 2 live bands.
Solid and Octane.
With Grenada's top soca acts.
Looney Sparks and Electrify.
Rockadag. Your DJs Danny and Kevon. Advance tickets $350. Available at gotofat.com.
Or our main office on Grove Street Mall.
Saturday, July 31st. Waggy Premium All-Inclusive Fest. This is not just a fest. It's an event. Please note all patrons must be
fully vaccinated.
What does it take to be an amazing woman? Lots of me time. Amazing women are classy, fancy, and a little sassy. It's the drink for me. Cheers! Sometimes you've got to show them who's boss. Alpha male? Nah, alpha females are more amazing. Cheers to securing the bag. We make time for ourselves, for work, friends, and we certainly make time for passion. We're simply amazing. Amazing cream liqueur for the amazing woman in you.
Are you looking for quality herbs and herbal supplements, or are you thinking about having a complete body cleanse to jumpstart your health? Then no need to look further. Visit Nirvana Natural Health Clinic, Detox Center, and Natural Health Store. We carry a wide range of herbal products for kidney and gallstone cleansing, male sexual enhancement formulas, asthma and sinusitis, gas and bloating, acid reflux, constipation, arthritis, imbalanced hormones, female health issues, liver cleansing, weight loss, and so much more. Also available, colonic irrigation, holistic health consultations, essential oils, and diffusers. Look out for our online natural health store coming soon. Call 231-6642 for 18-7115 or 449-7753 to find out about our delivery options or to book an appointment. Visit us at Belmont St. George's, close to the Fallage, Monday to Saturday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Nirvana Natural Health Clinic. Detox your way to health.
This is GBN. We've got the means, the power, and the medium. This segment is brought to you by Flow.
You can win when you top it up, switch it up, sign it up on the love. Easy wins with Flow. Easy win. Flow. Easy win.
Catch the easy summer vibes with over $70,000 in cash and prizes. Just top up $15 or more. Activate a prepaid plan. Switch to Flow or bundle your home services to get your share of $70,000 in cash, data, Samsung Galaxy devices, shopping vouchers, and more.
You can win when you top it up, switch it up, sign it up on the love. Easy wins with Flow.
Flow terms and conditions apply.
Welcome back. Despite the effects of COVID-19 and the limited restrictions of socializing and social events, some community members in Pearl St. Andrew have organized an event that aims to build a strong community spirit through food and social activity. Rena Pear Thomas reports.
Large iron pots on top of a fireside filled with different foods as the wooden pot spoon stirs, letting the aroma flow through the air. That is what the atmosphere at Pearl St. Andrews was like on Friday morning as the residents prepared for the village annual Saraka. The event, which did not take place in 2020 due to COVID-19, has been running for the past 5 years, organized by members of the village with the help of persons in the diaspora. Terry Evans, one of the founders of the event, says that due to COVID-19, the 2021 Saraka will be different as there will be no amplified music and large gathering. But despite this, it is an opportunity to strengthen the community.
If in the entire village and sometimes Grenada too, we just following protocol. Take away. No gathering, no carnival-like celebration, and no amplified music, so we following protocol. But it's food. Come get your food, go eat it as much as you want.
The event is not just for residents of Pearls, but anyone passing through the area to stop and grab something to eat. Simon George, one of the organizers, says that due to the pandemic, they did not receive much help from those in the diaspora, and so he took most of the financial burden on himself. He sees it as an opportunity to give back to the people who support his business throughout the year.
They're doing anything, I like to support them to the fullest, you understand? Yeah, just that. My place, cook enough food and help out in the neighborhood. I help them to the fullest, understand me? I love that. Cook food, all type of food, crab, beef, I kill my animal, give what I could give. feed the nation. Understand? No problem with that.
On the other hand, Kevon Pierre, another participant of the event, is disheartened with the guidelines given to them to host the event by the police and thinks something better should have been done.
We have rice and green peas, and we have some other stuff to cook. And we want to have a nice saraka. We have some curry crab to do too. We have to make a small oil along with some pig head and etc. You know? We want to make the saraka so nice and so beautiful, but we can't have music to have fun in the saraka. I don't know what we're going to do. I mean, besides the Corona thing, I mean, not people just come and take the food and go. So they could give us a little vibes. If it's about a half an hour, ourselves with the music, they could give us something because we have food. If the food don't eat, what go on? We have to feed the pigs.
The event started with an early morning breakfast and later went on to serving lunch until all pots were empty. For GBN News, I am Rena Pear-Thomas reporting.
On Wednesday, the Ministry for Social Development, Housing and Community Empowerment under the Grenada Spotlight Initiative hosted a National Parenting Program graduation ceremony.
35 parents and parents-to-be are now equipped with the tools and skill sets to effectively perform the task of parenting. They were all presented certificates of completion at a graduation ceremony, which was held on Wednesday. The program is a national initiative which seeks to support, educate, and empower parents in Grenada on the importance of being positive role models to their children. The program combines parenting education with life skills and teaches young parents about managing conflict and communicating effectively while building their confidence and self-esteem so they can have the appropriate conversation with their children. It also includes family violence prevention programming on topics such as healthy relationships, sexuality, and disciplining your child through non-violent means. Minister for Social Development, Housing and Community Empowerment, Delma Thomas, expressed her gratitude for the Spotlight Initiative funding as it allows for the implementation of programs such as these and commended the graduates for understanding the importance of this initiative. She said, and I quote, "It is a crucial time for us to be able to provide guidance for parents and parents-to-be on how you can take real proper care of your children." Unquote. Parents will now be better able to practice norms, attitudes, and behaviors that are based on equality between males and females and put an end to normalizing family violence. They will also be able to use various strategies to meet the social, physical, intellectual, cultural, emotional, and spiritual needs of the children and themselves. In the coming months, additional cycles will be conducted in other communities across Grenada, Carriacou, and Petite Martinique. Christina John, GBN News.
Stay with us. The weather and sports are up next.
We support you at every stage of your life.
For business,
for your education,
for your financial freedom,
for that new ride.
Upgrade your life with the Communal. Contact us today.
Valley Pharmacy offers both wholesale and retail pharmaceutical and over-the-counter products. We have the most competitive and affordable prices. We are the agents for Vit Plus multivitamin for healthy everyday lifestyle and Sonatrogen powder. Hills and Valley Pharmacy supplies the best quality, name brand clinical products such as Rescue Oil, Bio Oil, Neutrogena, Aveeno, and Clarisil. We offer the most convenient opening hours. Our telephone numbers are 435-6904 or 6903. Remember, at Hills and Valley Pharmacy, your health health is our business. We care.
Now open Hilton Valley Medicare Center, your one-stop for medical supplies, massage therapy, physiotherapy, and an in-house physician. At Hilton Valley, your health is our business. It's new, innovative and classy, and a cut above the rest. Your one-stop shop for bathtubs, kitchenette, customized doors and windows, and even a new paint job. We also sell quartz and solid surface countertops. At M&N Hardware, we offer best prices, excellent service, efficiency, and reliability. Visit us at Dusty Highway, Grandin, St. George, or call telephone number 440-6757. M&N Hardware, from foundation to roof. Let's build together.
Co-op Bank introduces e-payments, our new e-banking feature that allows you to send money to friends or family. E-payments, the swift, simple, and secure way of transferring money.
Welcome home.
Co-op Bank introduces e-payments, our new e-banking feature that allows you to save time by paying your bills online. E-payments, the swift, simple, and secure way of transferring money.
Welcome home.
Life is beautiful if only you can see it. Clear Vision Eye Center helps you do just that. We provide expert service, classy eyewear, and cutting-edge technology, all with a quality customer experience. See better, feel better, and look better. Meet us today at clearvisiongrenada.com or call 444-0055, WhatsApp 409-0055, or follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Clear Vision Eye Center. Let's see life and the world with a clear vision.
Keeping an eye on the weather, this is GBN. We've got you covered.
This is the weather for tonight and the next 3 days. Tonight's minimum temperature 23 degrees Celsius. The weather will be fair at first, with cloudiness increasing later tonight, with light to moderate showers and possible isolated thunderstorms towards early morning. Flash flood in areas prone. Winds easterly at 8 to 18 miles per hour. Seas slight moderate with waves 3 to 5 feet in open waters. Tides high at 8:41 p.m. On Saturday, the weather will be mostly cloudy with light to moderate showers and possible isolated thunderstorms, improving during the afternoon. On Sunday, the weather will be partly cloudy to cloudy with occasional light to moderate showers. And on Monday, the weather will be partly cloudy with light scattered showers. Good evening, sporting fans. It will be another duo as Grenada continues its Olympic campaign, this time in the 400-meter male and female. Kirani James and Melanie Rodney are scheduled to compete on Saturday and Sunday Grenada time. Kirani is a former world and Olympic champion from his debut in 2011 and 2012, plus holds a silver Olympic medal and a bronze World Championships medal in the 400 meters. Melanie is making her first appearance at the Olympic Games. Meanwhile, the Grenada Amateur Swimming Association welcomed home Olympians Delron Felix and Kimberly Ince as they returned with coach Natalie Regis-Sierra from Tokyo on Thursday evening. The two swimmers proudly represented Grenada earlier this week at the Tokyo 2020 Olympics. In the 100-meter backstroke, Kimberly placed third in her heats with a time of 1 minute 10.24 seconds, while Delron gave a stellar performance in his hit in the 100-meter freestyle, maintaining the lead against his competitors for most of the race and only edged out towards the end to third position in a time of 52.99 seconds. In keeping with the COVID-19 protocols, a small group of family members, GASA executives, and Grenfin executives gathered for a drive-by welcome of the athletes and coach outside the Morris Bishop International Airport. Moving on to football, Paradise FCIA awaits the winner of the second semi-final match between Boca Juniors versus FC Camajon. The second semi-final in the GFA Women's 7 vs 7 League is carded for Saturday at the Montrouge playing field. Paradise FC edged out Queen's Park Rangers 3-2 on June 29th to secure its place in the final, which is scheduled for Saturday, August 7th at the Kirani James Athletics Stadium. Hubbard's and Coca-Cola Strikers were some of the winners in matches played in the GCIC Intersector Bowling Tournament on Wednesday. Steele's Peens in the first match with 651 points defeated FCIB Strike Force, who scored 539 points, while Hubbard's on 635 beat defending champions Grenleg Bowlers, who amassed 578 points. Game 3 was a nail-biter as Coca-Cola Strikers on 591 edged out RBL Blue Strikers 2.0 on 590 points, while MBIA Sports Club A tallied 768 points to offset Digital Top Strikers 526. Hector Herrera scored a dramatic winner in the 9th minute of stoppage time to send Mexico into the Gold Cup decider against the United States after a tense 2-1 semi-final victory over Canada in Houston. The Atletico Madrid midfielder fired in a low strike from the edge of the box after substitute Rodolfo Pizarro's cutback, clinching the win on Thursday. Mexico will now have a shot to claim a 12th Gold Cup title when they tackle 6-time champions, the United States, in Sunday's decider. Here are some match highlights.
Get there first, he does. Richie Larea Talavera coming off the line. Pineda against Maxime Crépon in goal. It's rolled to the right. Buchanan bursts the pace. Dejan Buchanan saves. Flag stays down for now. Buchanan still going and scoring. Now Salcedo, the slow run up. And it's saved. Still going. Corbeanu curling this in. It's batted away. Miller there to head it away. Rodriguez keeps it in. Still Rodriguez. To the end line, clipping this up. Funes Mori just wide. Here comes the corner kick. Headed on, flicked along, and Crépon makes a tremendous saves. Puts this in the middle for Funes Mori. Here's Pizarro. Sends it back, top of the box, and it's a winner for Mexico!
Mexico has won 4 of the past 6 Gold Cup titles and qualifies for the final for the 14th time. That's it for sports. Our One Caribbean Hookup is up next. This is your One Caribbean hookup. The government of Antigua and Barbuda has made the decision to subsidize the cost of COVID-19 tests. This comes as a policy was put into effect that will make it mandatory for unvaccinated frontline workers to get tested every 2 weeks at their personal cost.
CBS's checks revealed the market
that the cost will now be lowered to $50 per instance for the rapid tests. The basic cost for these tests, it's $20 and the government has fixed the cost at $50 EC per instance for persons who are exercising the option to be tested.
Minister for Health Melford Nicholas said it was never the government's intention to cause financial hardship for its citizens.
Many have argued, and perhaps maybe forcefully so, that the conditions could prove to be financially onerous and even burdensome to many a person. Just to indicate that the government's balance in these affairs, it's not to necessarily put anyone at the point where they have a feeling that they're being economically oppressed, but there is certainly still going to be a consequence for having to conduct a test.
Meanwhile, St. Lucia's new Prime Minister was sworn in on Wednesday. Prime Minister Philip J. Pierre, who vowed to put St. Lucia first, outlined some of his plans for the new Labour Party administration. At the top of his list is the reopening of the island's hospital, which has been located at the stadium for the past 12 years.
We have to get St. Jude Hospital open. We have no choice. I know many people are speaking about finding out how much money was spent at St. Jude. I will find that out too. But my main objective is to get these people out of the stadium. These people have been in that stadium now for 12 years. While politicians argue, while politicians make threats at each other, while politicians call the police to look for equipment. I mean, and the people are suffering.
Internationally, Japan is extending its state of emergency and restrictions will continue in Tokyo until the end of next month. Prime Minister Yoshihide Suga says the coronavirus is spreading at an unprecedented rate and it is mainly because of the Delta variant. We get more from Al Jazeera.
With cases spiking, Tokyo, it seems, has no choice but to extend its state of emergency through to the end of August. Japan is struggling with competing trends. The increasing spread of the more transmissible Delta variant, accounting now for nearly 3/4 of all new cases in Tokyo, versus growing pandemic fatigue, with noticeably more people failing to stay off the streets than they did after state of emergency announcements in the past.
With the state of emergency being enforced so many times, I think people are starting not to take it so seriously, and because of that, there have been more cases.
At this point, I think there's not much you can do, even if you get the coronavirus. I don't want to get infected, but there are a lot of people who can't avoid it.
States of emergency are expected to be extended to 3 more prefectures neighboring Tokyo, as well as Osaka, which was badly hit by an earlier wave of the pandemic in the spring, when its hospital resources were stretched to near breaking point. The fear is, unless this wave can be brought under control, other prefectures will suffer a similar strain.
It has been recognized that both the infection situation and the pressure on the medical care provision system is extremely severe.
And still, even as these games finish their first week, protesters continue to demand their cancellation, taking their message to the office of the Prime Minister, Yoshihide Suga. In this election year, Suga may find pushing ahead with these games will cost him politically, with still deep uncertainty over what price Japan will bear in terms of public health. Rob McBride, Al Jazeera.
That's it for your One Caribbean Hookup. I'm Trellona Charles. Thank you for joining us. And now to recap tonight's headlines. Prime Minister Dr. Keith Mitchell announces stringent measures to curb growing culture of defiance and lawlessness. Police shuts down Moonlight City karaoke session over breach of COVID-19 regulations. $56 million stimulus package confirmed, of which $14 million is allocated for debushing. In our One Caribbean hookup, Antigua and Barbuda's government to subsidize the cost of the COVID-19 tests ahead of mandatory testing for unvaccinated frontline workers. And in sports, Kirani James and Melanie Rodney to begin their Olympic campaign over the weekend. If you missed any part of this newscast, a repeat of it will be broadcast at 10 o'clock tonight. Continue to follow us online at www.gbn.gd or on GBN Television Facebook page and the YouTube channel for these and other top stories. I'm Trellona Charles. That's the news. We'll see you again. Good night.